shock is bound
It's
to
possible.
happen.
It's possible.
It's bound to happen. And we know in this round, maybe one or two of the big teams are going to drop out. Ties that we don't expect, results we don't expect, we just shock everybody. But I think Chelsea and Arsenal, they have a good. They're going to have good. They will definitely get towards the quarters or semis in this game. I don't know who's going to play the final, but I think they can get to the semis.
And let nobody fool you. They're taking this seriously because it might just be their ticket back into the UEFA Champions League. So let none of them fool you. They're going to play their full-strength squad. All right, let's move on now. Let's leave the Champions League and the Europa League. Let's quickly come to England. Let's talk about the EFL Cup, Cecilia, and the quarterfinal fixtures. Matches will be played tomorrow. But today, let's just talk about what's going to happen today. Manchester City and Leicester, a tale of two cities in that one. And you have Middlesbrough taking on Bolton Albion. Ifeanyi, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, facing his old team. So I think
it's not coming in. It's very form.
So and we know Man City, the form they have, be it away game, home game. They don't care. They don't care. They see every game like an home game for them. And they are scoring goals. So I think we're going to see goals in this game.
The coach said they are prioritizing. They're not going to, just leave it like that. They want to win. So if anybody thinks they're going to play a depleted squad, Pep is just saying forget about it. Our full strength squad is going to play.
They don't have a depleted squad because they don't.
They don't even have.
They don't even have because even if I see the Man City team you call, they can still win the league because they have good players out there. So I think I feel Man City will go through tonight.
Okay, so any thoughts on the other one in there?
Middlesbrough Bolton, it's going to be a game of both parties. They will look like, okay, fine, we can do it. Teams have come from championship to even get to the finals of the EFL Cup or semi-finals. So it's going to be a tough game, actually. But I think Middlesbrough will not want to. They have an home advantage there. So I think it's going to be a good game for Middlesbrough to take that win.
Okay, we'll see what happens later tonight.
Don't go for Ian at shot
tonight. I don't think
he
so.
might just play and score. He might just play and score. Who knows?
Players want to score against their team.
Yeah, there's this thing.
There's
that
just
extra
want to prove
motivation.
That you sold me. I'm going to show you what I'm made of.
You guys made a mistake.
He made a mistake. So let's see.
Let's see. All right, a chance for Kelechi Iheanacho to prove that Manchester City made a mistake by letting him go to Leicester City. Let's play a toss for the FIFA Club World Cup, and let's take a look at what is going to happen today. Africa's team, Esperance, no more in contention for anything. They just going to be playing a classification game. But of course, Al Hilal, that team from the United Arab Emirates, will be facing CONMEBOL champions River Plate today. And of course, tomorrow, Real Madrid and Kashima Antlers of Japan will be playing. Guys, let me just get your thoughts. I'm very sure the information will come up on screen. River Plate are on a high after just winning the Copa Libertadores. And of course, they enter into the semi-final. People are saying they probably want to see a Real Madrid, the River final. And it's likely we get that.
Yeah, it's likely we get that because the River Plate, you saw their performance. They are doing very well. And we know Madrid right now, they're a bit... It's shaky. So I think River Plate will, if they get to the final, that it has to be Madrid and River Plate. I think it's going to be a very tough one. It's going to be one of the finals we've not seen in years because River Plate will come out and...
so you don't see Al Hilal stopping River. They've played 2 games already.
Yeah.
And they are here because their country is hosting. We have 6 continents. So they've beaten 2 teams, but I agree with you, they're not in the class of River Plate.
Yeah, actually, at Al-Ain, I have just one experience against Al-Ain. Back then, we played a game when I was playing with Dubai Diamonds then.
Okay.
It was 6-0, the Al-Ain team, they are as good as you can imagine. They did very well. And I think coming into this game, they will want to give their best. But I don't see them going through River Plate. River Plate will definitely qualify ahead of Al-Ain. So I think we just want to see that final. We want to see that final, Real Madrid and Al-Ain. That's as if Madrid don't get a shock tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
Okay, we'll see that one. We'll see what happens. And in the classification game, we'll see what, Esperance will be able to do, whether or not they'll be able to scale through that one. Okay, I think we need to go on a break right now. When we return from that break, we'll be wrapping things up on Sports This Morning. All right, welcome back. We're on the home stretch. It's time to take a look at the papers. So, ladies first, Cecilia, what do you have?
Okay, I'll start with the Sporting Sun here. And of course, it's all about the Champions League, where you have Red Devils set up PSG clash and Liverpool battle Bayern Munich. The Europa League, Arsenal, Chelsea getting easy draw. And NFF insists on NNL Super 8 playoff.
Okay, let's get your thoughts on that one. The drama that has been going on, self-inflicted, if you ask me, though.
I think I don't even know what to say because the NFF, I don't even know what they're doing because you know every time the same issues. You know, this is something that you should just come out and just reach an agreement and say, okay, fine, let's just speak. So and just hold this super. This super, they've been discussing of this stuff for quite a while. And still no headway. We don't know what's happening. Because
NNL wants to promote 8 teams to MPFL, and MPFL is saying we want 4.
I mean, if you didn't demote any of your own teams, why did you win? It's messy. But for me, I'll be interested to see if those guys don't show up. You know, the NFF came from the emergency meeting and said they should go and play. If those guys don't show up, I'll be interested to know what will happen.
I think,
and see if we can have 28 teams. That would be very, very wonderful in Nigerian professional football. Okay, I love this headline. I mean, we said we wanted to see something like this for whatever it is, if it's going to happen or not. Falcons to play China, Korea, Canada in friendly. At least there's something like this if it happens. So we're called. No, we shouldn't be doubting Thomas. It will happen because they promise that they're going to get the best preparations ever. So this is going to happen, right?
We don't know.
I know. Sporting life is the last one for me this morning. Ronaldo returns for the first time. They're talking about going to Madrid, but then not Real Madrid. It's going to Atletico Madrid for the Champions League. Onazi admits fitness issues, confirms the Achilles tendon injury he had, but right now he's ready to give 120% to Nigeria. What do you make of him? I mean, at the weekend, he had an assist and scored a goal. Okay, an own goal.
Well, it's fit, so he should be given a chance. It's not like we have so many players out there that maybe Onazi has to sit on the bench. I think if Onazi is actually 100% fit, he still has a room to play for the Eagles.
Okay. Ahmed Musa wins. Okay, that's a Sport Personality of the Year award. Ahmed Musa beaten. Did you know that he won that one? Well, it's actually, with his performance at the World Cup, you would say is well deserved. And this one, for me, it's nice going to Germany. That's talking about Jurgen Klopp facing Germany, and Lewandowski, his former boss, says it will be a fantastic battle from both of them.
Definitely, that's going to be a cracker. You know, we know Bayern, we know Jurgen Klopp won the league when he was in Germany, and not everybody will go there can just take over and just ride Bayern Munich. He went there, he did it for I think for like 2 seasons. He was actually giving Madrid and Bayern Munich big problems. So I think coming into this game is going to be a tough one again. I really don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen.
All right, so our last paper for review is Complete Sports, the Tuesday edition. A lot of stories we already talked about. Ian Acho plots City fall. You have Balogun saying, I gave Chelsea a statement attributed to him. I gave Chelsea an early Christmas present, you know, that's what he's talking about. But looking at that story, I want to go back to it before we wrap things up. If you were the coach at Leicester, would you play Ian Acho? We just talked about him being properly motivated because he has something to prove. So, but would you play him ahead of Vardy, or you stick him in there with Vardy, or what would you do?
I think this season the coach has been making some changes that some kind of lineup. I don't really know where it's, but some games I see Vardy on the bench. Ian Acho is starting, so I keep wondering why. Maybe the performance from training, Vardy hasn't been the Vardy we know. Yeah. And it's so unfortunate that they don't have other strikers. You know, they saw the likes of Slimani, and you know, they don't have anybody coming up there. So I think he still has to stick with what he has. I think Ian Acho will still have a run at the game today, but it's Man City.
Would you start him?
If I was the coach, who would I start if I'm not starting? It's either Ian Acho or Onazi, but I think he will go with Ian Acho. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
What if you play both players?
Maybe both at the same time. All right. We'll wait and see. But I want to thank you, Fanny, for your time on the show today. We really enjoyed having you. Hopefully, we'll do this again some other time.
Sure.
All right. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of the day. We enjoyed this. We'll do it again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.
And I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Thank you for watching.